Hi, I'm C. Josephine Wilkins, and I'm excited to be exploring the theme of energy this week. And I've entitled this video, Oh, That Precious Prana. What is prana? Prana is energy, it is life force. So, as we begin to start observing our living, what can be really important is to look at the ways in our life that our energy is being drained. What are the prana leakages in your life? Perhaps it's your job, perhaps it's a relationship, perhaps it's activities such as too much emailing, video gaming, Facebooking, gossiping. I'm just thinking of activities that might be a bit draining in your life. Begin to watch your days. Begin to, if you want, it can be really fun to just write down how is it that you're spending your time. Begin moving through your life and observing what are the leakages in your life. Just like you would make sure that your house was really tight when you turn on the AC or the heat, you'd make sure the same thing. It's really important to do the same thing with the way in which you are utilizing your energy. So as you begin to look for what are the leakages in your life, then you can begin to use your energy, use your prana to actually stop up those leakages. And if you're unclear of ways in which your energy is being drained, sometimes you can be really clear, so it can be powerful. It's something sometimes to set a 5-year plan, let's say, for example, of like, okay, my job really stinks and I'm going to do this, this, and this to move in this direction. And you can reach out to your friends, your spiritual community, um, anyone that can really be of service is really, really helpful, because sometimes we can't always see where our leakages are. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they can be small. So what's first important is to identify your leakages and then to get support and seek out different friends, your spiritual community, whatever is helpful for you to really give you the support to keep it real with yourself and say, okay, this is where my energy is getting drained, and then to begin to take action of ways that you can clean up those leakages. What can be really fun too is to explore philosophy. Just briefly, I'll explain it to you. I'm sure you've heard the term, or maybe you haven't, of yin and yang. How in your life are your balance, is your energy balanced of the yin and the yang energy? So yin is more feminine, soft, intuitive, introspective. Yang is much more assertive, the aggressive, the more masculine, the extroverted, the more sun to the moon. Um, and some of us can be leaning in one direction more than the other. So perhaps you're more yin dominant at the moment, and that means that you need to get out more, socialize more, get the cardio in more physically, go out dancing, speak up in the meetings, any way to basically put you more forward in your living. Now perhaps you're yang dominant, which means that you are socializing too much, maybe a nap or restorative yoga, or not going out on a Friday night would benefit you, and not taking center stage in the meeting, but just sitting back and looking and taking a breath and listening instead of speaking. So go with your gut, follow your intuition. I'm sure that you will have a sense. In some period in our life, we can be one more than the other. So what can be really, really important is to begin to understand where are my energies in the current moment, and what can I do to find the natural balance of the yin and the yang. And then finally, what I want to say is I think it's really important that as we begin to see where our leakages are, then we begin to clean them up, utilize the friends and support we have around us to do that. And then we begin to find how can our energy be more balanced between the yin and the yang. Finally, what I think is really important is to really root into the space of gratitude and the space of appreciation, because your spirit chose this body and this life to express itself, and the real gift of your living is that you get to enjoy energy. And so it is truly a gift that in this lifetime, in this form, you have access to only a certain amount. So please be conscious, be awake and aware of how is it that you are utilizing your energy. Is it to better yourself and to better others? Awesome. In any areas that it's not, how can you lovingly simply just redirect and refocus your attention so that it's moving in a direction that is of service to you and the others that you love and care about in your life? I hope that this gives you something to think about and explore in your living that also might be really beneficial to your health and the amount of joy that you're experiencing. I'm sending lots of love your way. Namaste.